Yo, another update. Fortunate day today. The spy puts took a huge L. Let me show you guys what happened. So, okay, give me one second. Right here. Let's go to cleaner chart. Right now, okay, give me a second. Okay, so spy trade ended up, ended up getting stopped at the spy trade. So what happened was, if you guys know, I stuck to my plan. I moved my stop lower because my original stop was like the high of this. So in the morning I saw if SPY had like a supply area right here, it rejected off of. Came up, absolutely destroyed that supply, and I ended up getting stopped out around this area for like a 40% loss, which is pretty big. I had a decent size in there. I'm not mad. Nothing really affects me. I mean, I followed my plan. That's why I don't really consider it that bad of an L. If I didn't follow my plan, I deviated, I sold early, or I didn't, you know, didn't follow my plan, I would have been mad. But it happens. It's trading. I calculated it. Didn't work. My thesis got disproven, and I took the L. That's completely fine with me. I'm on. Move on to the next one, on to the next play, and that's exactly what I did. So right now, I'm tweaking some of my profit taking. I will be taking profits at either 2 to 1. So I use fibs to calculate my risk to reward. So I use this is my this is usually my entry. So let me show you guys. Entry was like right here, and then my stop was around this area, right? So this whole area is my entry. That's my stop, and then so 200% would be 1 to 1, and then 300% would be 2 to 1, and then this would be 3 to 1. So tweaking my profits taking strategy a little bit. Uh, usually like to take 2 to 1. I'm gonna start taking 2 to 1 profit taking strat. So I'm gonna start taking my profits at 2 to 1. That's what I meant to say. This is the next play I'm in. I honestly think I deviated from what was working best for me. So usually, what I like to swing is gap fills. Extreme move, and then I fill the gap. And this is exactly what I'm going back to. So let me show you what I'm thinking right here, right? This is my thesis. This is the next play I'm in. So oversold. This is an extreme reaction, right? That's the first thing I look at. Then we have some sort of momentum coming through, and we have this huge gap. So what happens to most of the gaps in the Nasdaq? They get filled, right? The majority of them do end up getting filled. So I know, based on those different factors, that this has a high probability of working out, right? So I go into what I usually work with, right? And guess what? It end up getting caught right at this weekly demand. Now, what I know about weekly demand, this is a period of basing followed by an aggressive week, which left unfulfilled orders sitting here. So now, as as price comes back and tests this zone, these orders will start getting filled, and as they start getting filled, this will provide a leg move up higher. So what are we doing right now? We have this is actually, you can see a lot better right here. So this VPOC is something that just shows me where volume's sitting. So different areas. So what do we do these past couple of days, or this past couple of weeks? We came down. We just started accumulating right here, all throughout this period of consolidation. We just started accumulating positions. We didn't really make a move higher. So we're in this demand, and we're accumulating positions, right? Now today we gapped up. We started making a move higher, and this is where I got in, right? I got in a starter position because I gave this, like, I got in the December contract, so I have plenty of time for this gap fill. So I'm not really worried too much about time. So I know I have room for this to. I know I have time is on my side for this one. My stop is gonna be below this period of consolidation because I know there's volume sitting here, right? So if we come down here, we break this period of consolidation, and we end up making a move lower, I will cut this play. Um, so this is usually what my strategy was as I was testing it out on paper, and most of my biggest plays come from this strategy, right? An extreme reaction followed by retracement up to the origin, right? And I like to see demand and on a higher time frame, demand zones and other things that um, hold it, So this is another play I'm getting in. Um, Spy play didn't work out right. My thesis got validated. I stopped out, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with taking the L. I'm fine with because that's just trading. It's a game of probabilities. It's a calculated risk to reward, um, and I respected my risk. I respected that, and I should have taken profits as my reward. I was up nicely on that trade. I'm not gonna lie. It hurts, Obviously it hurts because I was up like 30, 40%, and I ended up letting it get to me all the way back to 40% loss. So back-to-back losers on Twitter and Spy. No worries though. I'm gonna keep my head out, and I'm just gonna keep moving on to the next one. Can't let it affect you psychologically, because once you let the fear or doubt creep into your mind that, oh, you can't do this, oh, it's not for me. I'm not gonna lie, I did feel like that. But I know that as long as you keep moving forward and you keep on pushing out the next one, that we need one trade, right? You need one trade to hit that 3-1 or that 4-1, and that trade will knock out all the other losers. So you just have to calculate and respect your risk, and you have to respect your reward. So I plan on adding if it does come down here, because I really want to see this period of hold, and if it doesn't, obviously I'll cut it fast because my stop is pretty tight. I'm gonna come down, and if this holds again, I will look to add more positions. So I just got in a starter right here, and this has a lot of room to run. I do have high conviction in this play. Again, I showed you guys my momentum based thing, so obviously like to see this point up, hit 50, and my first profit target will be 75 as it aligns with this 50 MA, and then I'm gonna have some runners run. Uh, so I'll keep you updated. This will probably take a little bit of time to develop, um, but that's what you need to be. You need to be patient, and you need to have time on your side. So December calls, plenty of time for this to run. I have no doubt that it can fill this gap. And another play I'm looking at is MO. Let me show you guys this. This is possible. I'm waiting for this to develop. Um, really liking this play a lot though. You can see this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on this resistance. I'm looking for a break and hold above this resistance for a leg to move higher, close this gap, and then ultimately target this by daily supply. Um, I'm pretty sure this is oversold. Let me see. Right. So it's oversold. It's gaining some traction. It's gaining some momentum, and I might look to enter off this key level right here. Right. So we have this resistance line somewhere along right here, and that's like a ceiling. It's acting like a ceiling for price, and you can see that momentum is gaining on the bullish side. It's coming off at oversold, so obviously it's gaining some attraction. We need to see some more development though. We need to see what's it called? We need to see this resistance line hold, break and hold this for. I'm gonna look to start a position right there, and then I'm gonna obviously have my stop below it, and then I'm gonna